جايين من كل مكان للصويرة زينة البلدان زوروا ونرجع فرحان.
I would like to wish you Shabbat Shalom, and I pray to Hashem to give you today Chodesh Tov Mevorach. Today is the month of Adar, and I was wondering a beautiful question. First, I do not understand why we don't do the Hilulah of Moshe Rabbeinu. You know that Moshe Rabbeinu, he was born in the 7th of Adar, and he passed away in the 7th of Adar. We do all kind of Hilulah for Tzadikim. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes, Rabbi Chaim Pinto, the Baal HaTanya, you know, Chai Beilul for Baal Shem Tov. We do all Tzadikim. We do a big Hilulah, like we do in Morocco, we do in Ukraine, Lezinsk. Today, thousands of people, they travel every year to Europe, to Africa, everywhere, just for the Hilulah of a tzaddik. Even 2 weeks ago, they went to Turkey for the Hilulah of Rabbi Chaim Falji. Tzaddik in Japan or in China, they would go, but unfortunately, there is not tzaddikim there. So, wherever there is tzaddikim, they go to Tunisia. But what about our rabbi? Our rabbi, Moshe Rabbeinu. You know, I was reading this morning in the Hesed Avraham, a Kabbalist book of Rabbi Avraham Azulai, alav shalom. He wrote that the neshama of Moshe Rabbeinu, it's lighting on every tzaddik, every Jew. He has a little bit of Moshe Rabbeinu. And that's why we call Moshe Rabbeinu. Rabbeinu is our rabbi. Moshe our rabbi. Because Moshe Rabbeinu, he was the rabbi of all Jews. Of all Jews. Even till Mashiach will come, he will be our rabbi. Because the Torah belongs to Moshe Rabbeinu. Hashem, he gives the Torah to Moshe Rabbeinu. And Moshe Rabbeinu, he teaches us the Torah. As we say every day, Torah tziva lanu Moshe morasha kela Yaakov. The Torah, it was ordered by Moshe Rabbeinu. This is our heritage, the Torah of Moshe. Moshe kibel Torah misinai. Moshe Rabbeinu, he went to the Shamayim, and he studied Torah with Hashem, and Hashem, he gave him the Torah. And this is the Torah that we study. I would like just to tell you one thing. No one could bring down the Torah. Only, Moshe Rabbeinu was the only one that he had to go up there to the Shamayim, to the sky, and to fight with the angels for the Torah. Because the angels will not let the Torah leave the Shamayim, the sky. And Moshe Rabbeinu, with the permission of Hashem, he gives them a big argument that the Torah, it's not for them. The Torah, it's for us, it's for the people. Because the Malachim, the angels, have no Yitzhara. And because the Malachim has no Yitzhara, they don't need the Torah. Because the Torah is an instrument to fight the Yitzhara. I mean, without the Torah, we cannot beat the Yitzhara. And the Torah is our weapon. So Moshe Rabbeinu said to the Malachim, to the angels, do you have Yitzhara? Are you killers? Do you steal? Do you have parents to respect them? Do you eat to do brachot? They said no. So he told them, well, if you don't kill, you don't steal, you have no parent, and you don't eat, you don't drink, there is no tariff, so you don't need the Torah. The Torah is only for us, because by studying the Torah, we can accomplish those mitzvot. I mean, sometimes, look at me, sometimes I want to do something bad. I am only a human being. I'm not an angel, I am a human being. sometimes I want to do something bad. But what do? So I do it. But because I study Torah, and the Torah forbidden this, so before I do it, I think twice. How can I do it? The Torah forbidden the thing to do it. So I cannot do it. So I don't do it. Because of the Torah. So the Torah is a weapon. It's a weapon to fight the Tzara, to be a good person. So my friend, Moshe Rabbeinu, after all the arguments he gave to the angels, they agree with him. They told him, you're right. It is to Hashem. Hashem is right. The Torah is not for us, it's for him. So that's why Torah tziva lanu Moshe morasha kilat Yaakov. After this big fight that Moshe Rabbeinu had with the Malachim up there, so Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, now you can take the Torah. The Torah is yours. So, without Moshe Rabbeinu, we couldn't have the Torah. We needed somebody strong. The only man capable to go up there and to bring us the Torah, it was Moshe Rabbeinu. So that's why the neshama of Moshe Rabbeinu is very high. It's very, very. All the neshamot of Jews are connected with the neshama of Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu is like a big light. That it's light on us. It's like Rabbi Abraham Azulay explained. It's like the moon. The moon received his light from the sun. So it's the same. We receive our Torah, all the lighting of the Torah that we feel, that we do, it's from the big light. It's the sun. So it's the sun who gives us this energy, the light. There is the neshama of Moshe Rabbeinu. Every Jew has something from Moshe Rabbeinu. Anyone who studies Torah, anyone who has a connection with the Torah, so automatically he has a connection with Moshe Rabbeinu. Otherwise, there is no connection. Otherwise, there is no. It's very important for you to do that. So now we understand why Haman he decided to kill the Jews in the month of Adar, because he thought, because Moshe Rabbeinu, because Haman he knew that the Jews have a connection, all the neshamot have a connection with Moshe Rabbeinu. But Haman he thought that connection only when Moshe Rabbeinu was alive. But because Moshe Rabbeinu died, so that connection is not anymore connection. They have no connection anymore. So they're disconnected from Moshe Rabbeinu. So they have no protection from the Torah, and they have no protection from Moshe Rabbeinu. It's like it's finished. That was the mistake of Haman. Haman, he forgot that the tzaddikim never die. When a tzaddik passes away, he's alive. Never die. So that means that the connection between the Jews and Moshe Rabbeinu is still on. And Baruch Hashem, when Haman they hang him, so the Megillah we said, L'Yehudim hayta ora v'simcha v'sasol bika. And the Jewish people, they were so happy, they have light. What that mean light? What the meaning of ora? And the Gemara said ora zot Torah. The light was the Torah. So now, according to all what I tell you, ora zot Torah, the Torah from where? From Moshe Rabbeinu. That means that always the zichut of Moshe Rabbeinu still on, all the time, in all generations. Just have a connection. The connection is like to have electricity in the house. If there is no connection with the generator, there will be no light in the house. There will be no light in the house. It must be a connection with the light, with the electricity. with the generator. Otherwise, it will be lunar. So the only if we have a connection with the Torah, so we have a connection with Moshe Rabbeinu. So this is not. It's like he said it's the Torah who connects us to Hashem. So now you understand that Moshe Rabbeinu, it's something very important. So the question is, why we don't do a Hilulah of Moshe Rabbeinu, like all the tzaddikim? We know that the tzaddikim, they never die, so even that the Torah said that the tzaddik passed away, for us, he passed away, but he's still alive. So why we don't do a Hilulah of Moshe Rabbeinu, the 7th of Adar? You know, my friend, why? Because Moshe Rabbeinu, no one knows where he is buried. He is somewhere. Hashem, he buried him somewhere that nobody knows. For us, Moshe Rabbeinu never died. Why? Because as we said, each one of us has something of Moshe Rabbeinu. If every one of us has something of Moshe Rabbeinu, that means we cannot do a Hilulah for Moshe Rabbeinu. Why we cannot do a Hilulah for Moshe Rabbeinu? Because Moshe Rabbeinu is alive. Moshe Rabbeinu represents the Torah. And the Torah is the joy. I mean, why we do a Hilulah for a tzaddik? To learn from the tzaddik something, to connect yourself with the tzaddik. But anyway, we are already connected with Moshe Rabbeinu. We don't need to be connected, we are already connected. We are connected with Moshe Rabbeinu. So the Hilulah is every day. Every day you study Torah of Moshe Rabbeinu, it's a Hilulah. Evdu et Hashem b'simcha. Serve Hashem with joy. When you study Torah, you're happy. You're happy, man. A lot of times I'm crazy. I am sad. When I study Torah, I'm completely different. Completely different. So for me, every day is the Hilulah of Moshe Rabbeinu. So that's why there is no, it's like the Torah. When Hashem gives the Torah, the Torah don't say exactly which date the Torah was given. We know that the Torah was given on Shavuot, but the Torah doesn't mention the date. We don't know when. When? We don't know. We don't know exactly the date. The Torah don't say when. There is no, it's a mystery. Why? Because Torah, it's every day, tous les jours. Wherever you decide to study Torah, it's Matan Torah. So the Moshe Rabbeinu is the same. Because Moshe Rabbeinu represents the Torah, so the Hilulah of Moshe Rabbeinu is every day. My friend, I would like just to finish with a small, beautiful story. I would like just to tell you something. I was looking for something. I was thinking about Moshe Rabbeinu this morning. It's incredible. I was looking, this morning, every yesterday, I was thinking about Moshe Rabbeinu, and I was asking a question: why Moshe Rabbeinu we don't do a Hilulah for Moshe Rabbeinu? Why? I had this question yesterday, today, and there is a book, the Beit HaMidrash, a book. It was there for 3-4 months, and I never touched it. And I decided this morning just to take it. I opened it. As soon I opened it, what I read there, it's the book of Hesed Abraham that a big Mikubal wrote, Rabbi Abraham Azulay. He said there, Moshe Rabbeinu, he is in every generation. Moshe Rabbeinu represents the Torah. Anyone who studies Torah, he has a connection with Moshe Rabbeinu. It's like the moon and the sun. The sun gives the light to the moon. When you see the moon on, lightning, she not provide her own sun, it's from Moshe Rabbeinu. It's from the sun. It's the same. All the Torah that we study, all the Torah that we understand, it's from Moshe Rabbeinu. we're connected to Moshe Rabbeinu. So I was happy. So I said to myself, now according to this beautiful word of Rabbi Abraham Azulai, thank you, Rabbi Abraham Azulai. Now I understand. Look, Hashem knew from months ago that I will have this question, and this question will bother me. So already Hashem prepared me a book next to my seat, just or take it the day that I will ask that question, I will find the answer. And this is the answer that why we don't do the Hilula of Moshe Rabbeinu, because it's every day the Hilula. It's every day, because you are Moshe Rabbeinu. You, if you respect the mitzvot, you are Moshe Rabbeinu. Don't worry. I would like to wish to